Today's story is about a 24-year-old woman who was arrested in Wisconsin in February 2022. She is currently waiting trial for brutally murdering her friend, dissecting him, and discarding the different parts in plastic bags. Before we go into more detail about the story, a quick warning. This is my most graphically detailed video to date, so viewer discretion is advised. And before we start, if you're interested in stories from the dark side of life, please remember to like and subscribe so you can be the first to hear about all the future videos posted by this channel. Okay, let's do it. At around 9:30 PM on February the 21st, 2022, Taylor Schabusiness picks up her friend, 24-year-old Shad Thyrion, from the home he shares with his mother in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Taylor is also 24 years old and is a married mother of one. Her husband is currently in jail for unrelated crimes, and at the time of the murder, she had already lost custody of her child. Although she's married, Taylor has a sexual relationship with Shad, and this relationship will come to a very disturbing end. Taylor and Shad spend the evening together and return later that night to Shad's home, retreating to his bedroom that is located in the basement. Everything seems fine, as Shad's mother can hear voices, so nothing is out of the ordinary. This is the last time that Shad's mother hears anything from her son. To fill in the missing pieces, we're going to look at Taylor's story regarding what happened. This story is yet to be examined in court, but it's the closest we've got to an account of the events that occurred. So Taylor and Shad are spending the evening in the basement without any noticeable incident. They leave the next morning and spend the following day in Taylor's apartment. There they indulge in the taking of numerous drugs, including marijuana, meth and the sedative trazodone. At some point, they decide to return back to Shad's house and go back to his basement bedroom. But this is where things get really dark. The evening progresses and Taylor and Shad decide they're going to sleep together. As they've apparently done many times before, they place choke collars on one another. And then Shad produces two metal chains that they will use upon one another to apply pressure around the collars. Shad prepares himself and lies face down on the bed. Things initially proceed as Shad expects. But then Taylor makes a horrifying decision. In her own words, she goes crazy and decides to strangle him harder than she has done in the past. Shad puts up a struggle for around 5 minutes, but it's in vain. According to Taylor, he stopped breathing after about 5 minutes. She later claimed that she didn't mean to kill him, but she was having so much enjoyment that she didn't want to stop. And as if Taylor's actions haven't been macabre enough already, she's about to take things to a whole new level. According to Taylor, after she had killed Shad, she abused his body for between 2 to 3 hours, and this includes various acts of sexual violation. For some bizarre reason, after Taylor has finished doing this, she decides that she wants to remove some of Shad's body parts. Using some knives she's found in Shad's mother's kitchen, she proceeds to carry this out, putting these parts into plastic bags, some of which are placed around the basement. Taylor then exits the basement, leaving the light on, and she takes some of the bags with her. It's shortly after 3 AM on February the 23rd. Shad's mother is woken by the sound of the storm door shutting, and a car drives off into the distance. She notices the light in the basement has been left on, and decides to go and speak with her son to check that he's okay. Leaving her room, she goes down into the basement, but Shad is nowhere to be seen. She assumes he must have gone out again and starts climbing the stairs to get out of the basement. But then something catches her eye. Next to the stairs, she can see a bucket that has been covered by a towel. Intrigued, she removes the towel, and that's when she makes the horrifying discovery. In the bucket is Shad's head, as well as other various parts of him. She immediately calls the police, who arrive quickly at the scene. The police inspect the basement, and it soon becomes clear about the gruesome events that have taken place there. There's evidence of drug usage, as a glass pipe and a bag containing powders is recovered. Shad's mattress is covered with dried blood, and there are signs that there has been an attempt to clean the stains from the concrete floor underneath the bed. Police also locate the plastic bags that Taylor has placed around the basement. However, some of the bags aren't there. Police make their way to Taylor's apartment, but before entering, they take a quick look at her van that is parked outside. While they're doing this, Taylor exits the apartment. She's still covered in blood and has scratches down her arms and cuts on her hands. The police go inside the van, and inside they locate the rest of Shad's remains. They were being stored in a crock-pot box. Initially, Taylor claims to have no memory of leaving the remains in the bucket that were found in the basement, claiming that she had blacked out. However, she soon tells police that they're going to have fun locating the remains of Shad, and when asked how she feels about what she's done, she replies, "Yeah, I liked it." Taylor reveals that she had planned to take all of the body parts away in her van, but didn't do so because she was feeling lazy. She also claimed that she was in the process of removing the evidence, but panicked and fled the scene before she was able to take the bucket. After her arrest, Shad's uncle reacted to his death, saying, "Shad was taken from us by what I can only assume is a monster." Taylor's bail is set at $2 million, and as there's no death penalty in Wisconsin, faces a life sentence if convicted. If you'd like a follow-up, please let me know, and I'll do a video after she has been sentenced. Do you have any thoughts on the case? Is there anything you'd like to add? If so, please let us know in the comments below. And if you liked this video, please remember to like and subscribe to this channel to be informed of any future videos posted. Until then.